Hello everyone, it is me Vegeta T23 and welcome back to my new What If. Today we're talking about what if Saiyans were good. Before I start, I'd like to mention that I created a Discord server for you to join. The link is in the description of this video, so if you'd like to join in and talk to me and the rest of my fans, it's there. I'd also like to mention that I created an Instagram so you can survey my very uninteresting life. I mainly post Osu stuff. Now back to the video. In the last part, we discussed the fight between Dabura, Yakan, and Pui Pui. It went pretty well, but Boo got released either way. Our fighters did the best they could to prevent Boo from doing any damage, but Broly got turned into candy. Vegeta fooled Boo into releasing Broly, and Broly disposed of Boo. After a while, Beerus awoke in search of a Super Saiyan God and went to town asking the Saiyan race. When he came to Earth, he fought Broly in his legendary Super Saiyan 2, but Broly made little dent, until Shenron was summoned and Broly opted to be a Super Saiyan God. With the recap out of the way, let's continue the what if. Broly felt extremely calm, but he knew he was surging with power. Beerus was amazed at Broly's power and is slightly regretting his decision to fight a Super Saiyan God, but they start regardless. The fight began much like in canon, with Broly adapting to the immense speed and strength of his new form. This went on for a while until Broly began landing proper punches on Beerus, which threw Beerus back. Broly then decided to kick it up a notch and turn it up to 20% of his power, which caught Beerus by surprise, and so Beerus was forced to use more power to combat the legendary Saiyan. Beerus then got caught up with Broly and started going blow for blow and moving up in a higher atmosphere as they continued the battle. In the sky, Broly adapted much quicker with each blasting blow and started to feel more and more power coursing through his body. Broly then began exerting more power and started pummeling Beerus. Beerus is kinda regretting his decisions and decides to attack with even more power. As the both revealed more and more their power, they went further up into the sky to prevent damage to the earth and then landed blow after blow towards each other. Beerus then prepared destruction blasts to throw at Broly, and Broly dealt with them with ease. But when it came to a much bigger single blast, Broly had to use more energy than he needs. Broly also disposed of that blast and then proceeded to power up to 50% and punch Beerus a new one. Beerus was taken aback by the sudden surge of ki from Broly and wondered how far can Broly go, powering up himself. At this point, they just went back and forth until Broly reached his limit, while Beerus was around 30 or so percent. Beerus noticed Broly speak, but then saw Broly is still growing in power the more he fights. Broly then started losing his Super Saiyan God power and reverted back to a regular Super Saiyan. Broly noticed that and realized he's still keeping up, so Broly went legendary Super Saiyan and continued the battle. Beerus was surprised Broly could exert this much ki even after the loss of his power, but decided to roll with it. Beerus was pushed to almost 60%, but Broly's surprises didn't end there as he snapped once again, going into his legendary Super Saiyan 2 and getting that power needed to put Beerus down. At this point, the whole universe is at stake, because now the two titans had to land blows perfectly coordinated with the space and time web as to prevent any damage to the universe. Broly got back to his senses while maintaining his legendary Super Saiyan 2 form, and then continued to fight more coordinated and with more precision in his punches and kicks. Beerus tried everything, but to his surprise he got surpassed by the Super Saiyan God and Beerus was at his peak power. Beerus was surprised and wondered how far can he push Broly, so Beerus calms down and focuses, emitting a silverish aura as his eyes go silver, achieving Ultra Instinct Omen and dodging Broly's attacks. Broly got pissed off because of that and went back to his Berserker mode and continued doing everything he can, but to no avail. Broly then realizes what Beerus has done, being calm and all, and then proceeds to calm his legendary Super Saiyan 2 power as well and maintaining his full power, basically mastering the form. Now Broly has his own advantage and proceeded to use it. At the end, Beerus reverted back and was very satisfied with the battle and that he was the fighter worth dreaming and fighting of. Broly went back to his base too and accepted a compliment, gaining the respect of both the Destroyer and Angel. They both descend on Earth, obviously tired out, and are talking to each other about their battle and Beerus' Ultra Instinct he displayed. Broly got interested in that technique and would like to get trained by him to get it and test his limits. Beerus said not to ask him anything but his attendant, and Broly does so. Whis tells him that he really is interested in Saiyans and would love to add a couple to his training list, much to Beerus' confusion and amazement, asking Whis if he's actually sure. Obviously he's scared for his title. Whis said not to worry and that he got this in the bag. From there they just talk and share stories amongst each other. Beerus mentions Frieza's name and Broly said he killed him twice already, amazing Beerus even more. Beerus told him how Frieza used to work for him in the past, but everything disbanded and now he's in hell, living his nightmares all over again. With that, Whis gives them all an open invite to train with him, and Broly is a no-brainer for him. Bardock and Kakarot are interested almost immediately. Vegeta would like to go for a bit, since he can't really leave his society being the king. The rest say they can due to some errands or something, which gives Vegeta an idea. Vegeta asks Trunks to lead the people, but Trunks is too busy, so the next option would be Bola, and she accepts it with no question. And so the squad goes off into space to train. It's been 6 months since they last trained, and the whole squad made remarkable progress. Broly got the Super Saiyan God power on his own and is on his way to perfect it and reach a new level, while the rest are training to get some new forms, like Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan God themselves. During their training, the Frieza Force made a really sophisticated plan to revive Frieza, and so they're already on Namek. They collected all 7 Dragon Balls and summoned Porunga. They had a Namekian in their group to revive Frieza in the Namekian tongue, and it succeeds, as they leave as quickly as they came. With that, in space, the Frieza Force has gotten introduced to Frieza again, some for the first time. Frieza swears to kill the entirety of the Saiyan race and whoever steps in his way. So he grabs a couple of goons and commands them to train with him to gain strength. So with that, he gets a new form and a lot of power in those 4 months he's been training for. Meanwhile, with our Saiyans, they all managed to get above and beyond Super Saiyan God, going into a form they called Super Saiyan Blue. They decided to continue training for that Ultra Instinct Beerus displayed during the fight with Broly. However, Bulma called him up using the device Whis gave her. She forwarded him how Frieza is back at it again, well and alive. Broly got angered by his revival again and questioned himself, when is this lizard gonna stop coming back from the dead and stay dead? So the whole squad asked Whis to take them to Earth to combat the tyrant, and Whis does so. On Earth, Jocko says there's only a matter of time Frieza arrives, and they have to get ready for it. The Saiyans come to Earth with only few minutes to spare as they sense Frieza's energy coming their way towards Earth. Frieza arrives, but his plan isn't really to fight, but to destroy Earth, so Frieza attempts to do so, but his death ball is repelled into space by none other than Broly. Frieza tells Broly to go kick some other bucket, because this time he'd like to fight someone else. Just as he says that, Bardock of all people rushes Frieza in the Super Saiyan Blue and punches right through the tyrant. Frieza is gasping for air, and Bardock quoted Frieza's words he spoke not even 5 seconds ago, then gave him a small speech about him being the weakest, but ended up destroying the one who was brought back from the dead so many times, advising him to stay dead. And with that, Frieza died right there and was ki blasted on the spot to fully destroy him. Our friends went back to Beerus' world to train, and this time joined by Soluri as well. And with that, we're leaving things be for now. Thank you for watching. If you think Minecraft story mode is better to stream in Osu, then click dislike. But if you liked the video, hit that like button. If you'd like me to cover your idea in the near future, comment down below. And as always, peace out.